Welcome to the opening day of competition at this year's Baku Grand Slam. The capital of Azerbaijan, located on the Caspian Sea, is famed for its commerce, history, and its modern architecture. We're about to get underway with all the medal matches in this, the latest leg of the IJF Judo World Tour. And we're going to begin this final block with the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 48 kilo category. This features Gabriela Chibana of Brazil. She'll be up against Catarina Costa of Portugal. It'll be Chibana in the white judogi and Costa in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Vasily Smolin Jr. of Russia. And with commentary on this and all this afternoon's medal matches, it's a very warm welcome to former Dutch and Georgian international, herself a previous medal winner here in Baku on the IJF World Tour, Esther Stam. Good afternoon, Esther.
Good afternoon, Sheldon. Nice surprise.
Go for it.
Yeah. So we have Chibana and Costa competing here. And for me, Chibana was having such a strong start of the day and beating the number one seed Kondo Ami with a really good Shimewaza. But then after that, losing out to Sirot. And now she still has a chance for the bronze. So for her, it would be really sad to take out the number one seed in this way and then lose and ending up with a 5th place.
Yeah, you mentioned putting her out, and she did that in more ways than one.
Yes, exactly.
So here she is then. What a handful. Gabriela Chibana Costa with quite a job to do here herself. Exactly. A tricky little fighter. Just thought about that Morotis Sianagi, but there was a big gap there. She really wasn't anywhere near it, and Chibana was able to just push her that little bit further away and come away without any trouble.
This is where Costa's really dangerous with their both arms tight. Chibana on the sleeves of Chibana and going for that sode.
That time working off both the sleeves. Yeah. And as Esther was saying, when your sleeves are trapped up like that, it's so difficult to get off. And the closer the fighter gets to you, the more you're going to get roll. That's a really difficult one. And
the thing is that you can go off the back in both ways. It doesn't matter. In the end, if you have some pull strength, you can really get her over your back.
Chibana's turn to try the shoulder throw, that time just with one arm upon Sianagi from Chibana. Costa up to defending that one. It's early days yet, just feeling each other out here. A little stab maybe there at the coach. He didn't get the foot in the right place.
Yeah, I was not super impressed with Chibana's standing with her tachiwaza, but mostly her newaza was good today.
Yeah, I don't think the referee was that impressed with that bit of tachiwaza. Ended up dishing out a penalty for a false attack.
Yeah, and that happened in a contest against Siderot as well. She was doing like half Tayatoshis, but there was not so much of her body was in, so she's in danger of getting a Shido for that, and that's what just happened. Ooh, that was interesting attack. I'm not sure if it was coming from Costa, but let's see. No scores on the board. She did go in onto her side coming down. Yeah, for me, Costa was putting in a Koichigari, but maybe she doesn't have enough control going to the ground.
Yeah, right at the end there, you saw Costa's elbow going down to cushion. Oh, and that was score there, though. Saw it on Chibana's face there, the realization that she'd given up the score. That was a good score.
Although her body was not under completely because she was controlling her the top half so well, there was no way in stopping that. Again, this is how she does it. Because if you look at her hips, they're not under completely, but the top half is so strong and so close to her body that she still manages to be dangerous with that.
And once she has the sleeves trapped, she launches. Low left-sided Taotoshi effort there from Chibana. Chibana will want to engage Costa in nearwaza where she's really strong, but as that clock ticks away, there'll be less and less of an opportunity.
Yeah, and time really flies in contests like these. If you have a Wazari, if you're Wazari behind and it's 1 minute 17 seconds, that's nothing.
Some of the Portuguese team in support of Catarina Costa there. A little over a minute, Costa leads by that single score of Wazari.
Yeah, I'm curious if Chibana can come up with something good. Again, it's an attack, but it was not really strong in or not getting Costa out of balance. So she really needs something more than that. And it's too bad to see, but for me, Chibana is not showing such a strong attacks, Tachiwaza. She's really difficult to grab, and she has good kumikata, but then after that, she cannot follow it up with a really strong attack. Ooh, that was a good one. Just as I said it, she scores a Wazari. 26 seconds before the end. Good Koichigari. Clever way. I think Costa was thinking to defend of her Seonage, but then she went backwards. So really good change of direction from Chibana.
Chibana has picked up 2 penalties. Let's hope that that doesn't come into it. Almost caught her with that little Kosotogari there. Once she's just beginning to tire now, Chibana very quickly back up onto her feet and looking strong as we go into the golden score period.
Yeah, so I think Costa was really controlling the first half of the contest, and slowly you could see that Chibana is starting to feel a little bit better in this contest, and she started to feel that there's chances there. And she came up with a score just before the end, and I think now it looks even better for her, although she has 2 Shidos.
Slightly untidy last effort from Costa. She managed to escape coming away with a penalty.
Good drive there, but no score.
Actually, part way through that drive, there was almost a chance for Chibana to turn over. Then Costa sort of settled herself and almost came up with the score at the end. Little tap of the left foot there from Costa. Then Chibana has a little go with her right foot. Ooh, there you go. entry was completely different from the others. That was right underneath, classic over the top, and Costa comes up with a score.
What a way to finish it, and she had a good day as well. You know, she's now I think she's all the time in and about the medals, so it's really good.
The first of the medals in this final block, bronze medal in the under 48 kilo category, goes to Catarina Costa of Portugal. That was we call it comprehensive, an all-round good performance from Costa. She got caught once, but apart from that, really, she was the one in control in that contest.
Yeah, it looked like the cards were turning a little bit for Chibana, but in the end, it was a really good attack. No stopping that.
She still really actually doesn't get her coming over in the classic fashion.
No.
It's still off to a side. That the finish is okay, but there's a part way through there where she takes advantage of almost coming off on the other side there.
And I think this is the danger from Costa. She can really throw both ways of her shoulder. She can bring the other one down. And it was also good timing, if you can see where the legs of Chibana were. She was just coming forward with another technique.
Coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 48 kilo category. Milica Nikolic of Serbia faces Maria Sidero of Portugal. It'll be Nikolic in the white judogi, Sidero in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Jefferson da Rocha Vieira of Brazil.
Yeah, I think here the cards are a little bit in favor for Nikolic. She beat Sidero before quite a few times. But I think Sidero is on her way up already. Today she was beating, again, good athletes like Marina Cherniak and Gabriela Chibana. Just losing out in the semi-final against Julia Figueroa. But now she's facing Nikolic, not the easiest opponent for her. So just a little, yeah, she's not comfortable, but now she is again.
Little bit of a hand slap after that whack to the right eye that Nikolic took. It's going to happen when you've got that kind of gripping exchange.
Even when you don't, you just, as a judoka, you want to grip. So it can happen.
And it is a contact sport, so not surprising.
Yeah, and I think those things are just a bit uncomfortable, but they're never really disturbing, you know?
I think the other thing is, it's not the first time that it will have happened.
No, not at all. That happens all the time.
All the time, yeah,
in,
exactly. You're used to it. Trying to pull Sidero onto that leg. She's pretty good at getting really low down. Right-sided efforts from Nikolic.
And they're both good with the drop seonages and sodas. So a little bit, I wouldn't say exactly the same style, but the same techniques they're using.
She gets the timing right. Sidero's going to go over that outstretched right leg. She doesn't want to follow her. Nikolic has got nice movement, you know, but you don't want to be following her and then you end up getting rolled over.
No, I think this is really the danger of the 48 kilograms. Just as soon as you take a step forward, they will be under. So that was creative.
Not finished yet.
No.
Nikolic with a chance for a turnover here.
She's really good with that, so she's going to go all the way for that.
Yeah, she's not finished yet. Sidorou realizes that.
Oh, yeah.
Beginning to feel that pressure. She's not in the best position here, but can still work away, and that will be it. Yeah.
I don't think the arms of Nikolic were in a perfect position for it.
So she's got a bit of a cut lip as well. Sidorou just taking a couple of seconds to gather herself before she comes to grip up again. Takes a sleeve. It's a nice tempo, actually, this contest.
I was just gonna say something like that. Like it's only a Judo on the board, but there's a lot in this contest. It's nice to watch.
Just feel that something's going to happen here. I'd like to see Nikolic slightly more upright. Tends just to be a little bit defensive there. Not quite where she wants to be. She's got no fear of being in that really tricky position on her back after the roll.
Not at all.
She really feels comfortable with being able to get out of that.
And I think it's because she's holding the sleeves of Sidorou, and she was controlling that so much that she felt like she could go on.
Second penalty picked up by Sidorou as we move into the last minute of normal time. It's not a bad effort from the Portuguese either on the left side. She's been watching Costa. Not quite with the same effect, however.
So it's really, I think, Nikolic is just having a bit more control, but also Sidorou is putting in good efforts.
Oh. Little one to the chin there from Nikolic.
It's just a bit the style. And you can see here again, like Nikolic is putting in a good attack, which is getting Sidorou out of balance. Sidorou trying to respond to that, but she doesn't come as close as Nikolic. So I'm not sure if it's just a little bit of physical difference or just the timing.
Timing.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. I think it's good timing from Nikolic. She's got her game plan, and this really suits her almost going over there. Again, it's that outstretched right leg that Sidorou was almost running onto. It's just allowed, or she's not been able to control the tempo of the contest. It's Nikolic who's been able to do this. She picks up a third penalty, and Nikolic it is who takes the bronze medal. She knows how important that one is.
Yeah, and we were talking about it today that some of the contests they end up with Judos, but they're really nice to watch because there was a lot of action in there, good attacks from both of these athletes, and I think Nikolic is the deserved winner. But you have always like to see it end up in an Ippon or Rosari, but this case it was a good, really good contest.
Well, it's not the first time that Nikolic has had to fight her way back through the repechage to come up with the bronze medal. I know.
She does that a lot.
She does that a lot. You know?
I was noticing that as well, but she's all the time around. I think that's really important.
Coming up now, the final of the under 48 kilo category, and it's an all Spanish affair, and it features Julia Figueroa. She's up against Laura Martinez. It'll be Figueroa in the white judogi, Martinez in blue.
Yeah, the head-to-head here is 1-1, but 1-0. But I think for sure they've met on national level
every week.
Yeah. Yeah, so Figueroa is from, I think, from Valencia, and Martinez from Madrid. So they're not training together so much. They're in different centers, but for sure they've met in training camps and in competitions.
The referee in the middle for this one is Amano Akiko of Japan.
Yeah, and I'm guessing for these two athletes it's really important to take the win here. Although what we talked about, you need to beat all the people that are from abroad, you know. You're never going to fight each other on Olympics or in World Championships. The chances are also smaller.
Yeah, it's slightly unfortunate for the team that they have to go head-to-head. However, what we know is the Spanish are guaranteed a gold medal, whichever way you look at it. So in that respect, as far as the team is concerned, this is the best possible result. Gold and silver. Whoa, unbelievable. What a throw that was. Laura Martinez absolutely got hold of Julia Figueroa. Oh, yeah. And this morning, when we started off, who was it that Martinez finished off early on?
Rishoni, for example.
Yeah,
Stanger was not competing.
Stanger, yeah.
She just had a really good day, but we talked about her before in the previous contest that she's one to watch. She beat some really top players in the previous competitions. She didn't have the biggest medals yet, but now she has one.
What a finish here, Esther. You're going to look at this one and then talk us through it, because it was absolute spanking.
She just has complete control, and the leg is behind. And you can see that both her arms are on one side. So as soon as you have that, and she has a lot of strength from that side, there was no way in stopping that from Figueroa. And did you see the little tap before with her right foot? You could see a little bit of Ashiwaza to prepare.
Yeah, she taps on with the right foot and then comes through with the left. So maybe this is where Figueroa just stops for a second. After this tap, she just tries to grip up, but she's already coming across with the left leg, and it's massive.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can see that Figueroa is really trying to focus still in the kumikata. She's not watching her legs at all. So because she was struggling with that, Martinez could come up with this technique. And what a way to win your first Grand Slam gold medal.
Incredible. Right, we come now to the bronze medal contest in the under 60 kilo category. Yago Abuladze of Russia faces Francisco Garrigos of Spain. It'll be Abuladze in the white judogi, Garrigos in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Ramzin Saidov of Uzbekistan.
Yeah, and here it's Garrigos that was missing out in the semi-final. He was leading the whole contest against Kitelai. Just losing out in the end, so he will be really, he really wants that bronze medal. Then to say Abuladze for sure wants that as well. And I think it might be that Garrigos is going to struggle with the height of Abuladze here.
Yeah, he's an unusual shape, isn't he, for this weight category?
But he just saw his club mate Laura Martinez win the gold, so that might have given him some motivation.
Inspired, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Abuladze may have heard that as well and thought, I'm not hanging around for Garrigos.
No.
Especially if he's going to be inspired.
So I think Abuladze is trying to point out that he might be on the chin or somewhere else. But it's not. I think it's a Shimiwaza just on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Across there.
Yeah.
There would have been some forearm across the chin, but would have been pressure on the neck as well.
Yeah, that was just really quick work. And you can see like Garrigos is one of the smaller athletes in the 60 kilo category, and he will struggle with it. And we saw it right away.
Well, Garrigos deciding to use his prowess on the ground to frustrate Abuladze, and it's a good thing because there's plenty of time. And that shake of the head there suggests to me that Abuladze doesn't like what's going on the ground.
No.
So that's the first place I'd look to take him.
Yeah. And Garrigos has to try to solve that really quickly, otherwise he's going to be in big trouble, even with piling up Shidos for him. Because it's Abuladze all over him.
There's another opportunity for Garrigos to work on the ground. And I think this is where Abuladze has been uncomfortable. He's been uncomfortable when he's on his back and Garrigos is attacking, whereas when he's on his front and Garrigos is attacking, he feels his defense is stronger. Garrigos actually is doing the right thing with still more than half the contest still to come. Every time he gets him down there, he tries to work that turnover where Abuladze is then almost like turtle, you know, on his back. Yeah.
And again, this will be the whole contest. The only thing is, because he's a Wazari behind Garrigos, in the end he will start to not have the time anymore, not feel like he has time.
Yeah, he was slightly untidy with that effort, Garrigos there, and Abuladze is aware of it, and he turned quickly out of it. But you can see his thinking now. I think he's probably got one, maybe two more efforts down there.
Exactly.
And then after that, if he hasn't taken him by then, you're going to have to do standing up.
Ooh, that was just a little stop in there.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That's, I think, also the danger of Abuladze. I think we've seen that before in other competitions, that he can be taken over like that. So I don't think this contest is completely over yet.
Well, if he continues to allow Garrigos to dominate on the ground, sooner or later, Garrigos is going to catch him.
Yeah, or either even taking over Abuladze. Because you know what's coming from him. And that was almost happening here.
Yeah. This time they're going to be off the contest area. There's a minute to go. He just very uncomfortable with the roughing up that Garrigos is giving him. It's an interesting prospect here as time ticks away. Because Garrigos, I think, just give it one more try. You don't want to be off the contest area.
No, and I think the longer this contest goes on, the more difficult it is. But here, Abuladze finishes it.
Yeah, he hung on to him for too long there. Well, for what he wanted to do, Garrigos needed to stay close. And the risk was that they would still be in a tachi-waza situation, that Abuladze could just come up with that makikomi, which is a simple roll, over he went.
Yeah, some work to do for Garrigos here, seriously, because he needs to figure out how to deal with this height and this different style from Abuladze.
Diego Abuladze of Russia overcoming Francisco Garrigos of Spain. Spain missed out on a chance for a third medal. They're having won a gold and silver in the 48. They could have taken another one there anyway. Let's have a look at the highlights and then we'll be back with the second of the bronze medal contests.
Almost completely over there, Garrigos, with this first makikomi attempt. There's the second one. He just cannot stop it. And I think it's, again, what I said before, it's the height of Abuladze that's troubling Garrigos.
We've got a second bronze medal contest coming up now. Walid Kaya of France faces Dashtava Amatufshin of Mongolia. It'll be Kaya in the white judogi, Dashtava in blue. Referee in the middle for this one is Raul Camacho of Spain.
Yeah, so the head-to-head is 2-0 for Dashtava. So really it is in his favor, but Kiar can always surprise.
And speaking of heads, it was a clash of heads that caused the cut just above the left eye of Dashtava Amatufshin earlier today. You can see just where the bandage goes that little bit lower down over the left eye.
Yeah, these little injuries are really frustrating because you need to get the band around your head, and it's not so easy to. It goes off really quickly, and you just you want to try to avoid that.
The one that you really want to avoid is it going over your ear. And any time that your hearing is impaired as well, that's also tricky. There's a lot to do with balance and timing, so don't want anything wrapped around your ears.
Yeah, let's see if Kier found a solution already for his opponent. For now, both athletes pick up their first Judo for avoiding grips.
Yeah, there was a danger there.
It's not a good moment to come in, and for me
yeah,
that was
yeah,
a clear
score.
Vasari,
Me too. Yeah. Of course, it wasn't the original direction in which Dashtava was looking to take him, but as Kaya changed the space himself, Dashtava never lost control of that, and he was on his back because Dashtava put him there.
And he reacted to the throw of Kiar. It was a takeover.
Yeah.
Although it wasn't so big or it wasn't so visible for everybody, you could clearly see it was a takeover. Especially the last part.
Yeah. And you can see as he's trying to get off it, you don't try and get off something that you've done yourself, you know.
And it can be really frustrating, Vasari, against, because sometimes you feel like you just misstepped or it was the wrong timing to come in. But in the end, it counts what is on the board.
So half the contest gone, and it's Dashtava Amatufshin of Mongolia who leads by Vasari.
So now it looks like Kiar has a little better grip. But cannot really do anything with it. So I missed out when he did that, but I saw him holding onto the belt for quite some time. So it could have been that that's the case here. That's why Kiar picked up his second Judo. And Kiar also has that way of really going for it, going over the top, big hands, so he's making big gestures always. And I think it looks very threatening, and it must be also for Dashtava. Although it seems like he can come out of that quite well with his grips. Controlling Kiar. But this is why Kiar stays dangerous right until the last second.
Dashtava's got little choice here because the way that Kaya is setting things up with the head. He's forcing Dashtava to go over on one side, and the second that the hand goes over, he's got to attack. So Walid Kaya kind of knows what's coming, having forced him into that. He's got to find a way around that, Dashtava. The other grip that's on offer, he doesn't want to take. It's not something that he's happy with. He wants the grip up and around the collar, and Walid Kaya is not giving him that.
But it does feel like he's trying to survive a little bit now, Dashtava.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with that little Sutemi Waza, because he's on the belt. He knows he can't hold on to that for long, so you know what's coming. There's some kind of attack. And it wasn't the strongest one, but he got away with it. There's another little go there, and for me that last one is just too, and he does pick up a penalty. It's just too obvious. It's just avoiding the grip. Oh.
It is nice to see until the end. You just see that something can still happen. It's and he's just gonna go for it.
It doesn't matter. He'll pick up the Shido if he has to, but he's just gonna
bear hug.
Bear hug him.
In the end, it doesn't matter anymore. It's Dashtava who takes the win.
Yeah, he knows he's been through the wars today. Bogdan Yadav, the coach, sitting in the chair, has a smile. He doesn't often smile, but he stopped smiling. There you are. but he did have a smile on his face previously, I assure you. But he was laughing at the fact that Dashtava was just a meter or so away from him, breathing heavily, almost about to give some tears there, you know. And that brought a smile to Bogdan Yadav's face. Dashtava has been through the wars today. He came in as the #1 seed. He's going to be on the podium, not exactly where he wanted to be, but he'll feel a lot better about having taken a medal.
Yeah, on a Grand Slam, so I think that's a good result. Even if you're #1 seed, you just want to end up in the medals.
And isn't he one of the fighters who's won some of the one of the most successful fighters on the world tour ever? It's incredible number of medals that he's won. You can add that to his list.
Yeah, frustrating for Kiar, picking up 5th place. Although, he was seeded actually, but not top 4.
In the top 8, yeah.
So, and he finished in the top 8, so for him it is okay result, but it's always frustrating to be 5th place.
We come now to the final of the under 60 kilo category. Temur Nozadze of Georgia faces Felipe Kitadai of Brazil. It'll be Nozadze in the white judogi, Kitadai in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Roberta Chiolia of Italy.
Yeah, what a day Felipe Kitadai has had. I think he's this. Of course, he has the record, but if you would say that this morning, that he would be in the final, I think everybody would have been surprised. And Nozadze is a little bit less surprising for me because he's showing his skills already the whole year, also in the Grand Slam in Paris. But these two never had a head-to-head together, so it can be an open contest. So Nozadze really going for it, immediately using all his strength. While I think Kitadai is a little bit better at pacing. So he's been behind in many of his contests today and winning in the end. So he's good with that, he's dangerous with that also.
Oh.
Wasn't that just, was he holding the leg? Or did I completely missee that?
Yeah, I mean, from this angle, it may have looked like that. As well spotted by the referee. Naughty boys, must get Shido now.
First one's for free, I heard before, so doesn't get a Shido for this one, but he cannot afford another mistake.
That was yes, slightly amateurish, wasn't it? From the
You don't see that happening very often.
Oh, little Ashley was her on the way out, almost caught him. Yep, good score from Kitadai, just managing to bring him down on his side.
And what he does so smartly is keeping distance from Nozatse. As soon as you let Nozatse come close to you, you're going to be in trouble. But he's controlling that really well. The question is, can he hold that for another 2.5 minutes? Well, this way he can.
Catch him again.
Incredible. What a win for Felipe Kitadai.
Yes, indeed.
And also, if you look at his opponents today, he really beat top-class athletes. Safarov in the first round, Yashuev second round, Papinashvili, not Amiram Badja, but Papinashvili in the third, and Garikos in the semi-finals. And now he's beating Nozatse. That's quite a list. Oh, this is actually his first IGF World Tour win.
No wonder he was so pleased.
2 years since his last World Tour medal.
Yeah, that was the thing that I really wanted to look at. Yeah, he knows just how important.
Yeah, and this, I think, winning a Grand Slam gives you so many points for the world ranking, which is it's incredibly important. And of course, if you look at, for example, last Olympics were in Rio, he didn't have to qualify, and this time he has to qualify. So then it's really a lot more important. But even because he didn't have so much result, he would even have to qualify for World Championships still, maybe. So, well, this does the job immediately.
Well, it was his fourth Grand Slam final.
Really?
Yeah, and this time comes up winner. 3 silver medals and now a gold at Grand Slam. And he hadn't won a Grand Prix either. So, first gold medal on the IGF World Tour for Felipe Kitadai of Brazil.
Yeah, and it was a strong field today, so not the best place to do it. Really good.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for women in the under 48 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the president of the International Judo Fund, Mr. Arkady Rotenberg. The first of the bronze medal goes to Milica Nikolic of Serbia. There's a bronze medal also for Catarina Costa of Portugal. Silver medal goes to Julia Figueroa of Spain. And the gold medal goes to Laura Martinez of Spain. And now the national anthem of Spain. Well, what a way to mark your first IJF World Tour medal.
I think so too.
A gold in a Grand Slam, and you smash your,
I think this is the best way to do it. It's actually, I think it's what a way to start your senior career.
Everyone manages a smile up there. Nikolic and Costa were the bronze medal winners. Figueroa took the silver. Martinez, who doesn't want to leave the podium, is the gold medal winner. Can't blame her, can you? Want to stay up there for as long as you like. Yeah. Figueroa wants to go, but Martinez is there for a little bit longer. Coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 52 kilo category. Evelyn Schopp of Switzerland faces Geffen Primo of Israel. It'll be Schopp in the white judogi, Primo in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Roland Beuger of Austria. Well, we were talking about the people that you need to beat, especially if you've got a teammate who you're in close contention with, and anyone that your teammate has lost to, you need to win and you need to defeat. And Primo has done that today well, hasn't she, so far?
Yeah, but it won't mean that much if she comes away with a 5th place here. So she can really make it count if she wins this bronze medal contest, which is going to be difficult because she lost twice before against Chop. So the cards are in the favor of Chop here.
Yeah, I get the feeling that Evelyn Schopp is just that little bit more. She has that physical presence on the tatami over Primo, who's still, if not teenager, she must only be 20 then.
Yeah, she's still a junior for sure. And but the thing is, if you are talking about these, it doesn't matter so much what is the score head-to-head, because Primo is still growing so quickly and so much. So even though if she lost 5 times before, it doesn't matter because she is in the way up. And Chop is already settled, she's a little bit more stable. She can still improve, but it's not going to be the same growth as Primo has. And you can see that she's young in her posture sometimes. It's not so, her core stability is not so strong yet.
And in her movement.
Yeah. But other than that, she's a really mature judoka. She has good tactics, she has a really good spirit. So she will be hard to fight for every judoka in this weight category. Contesting. Ooh, that's can go either way.
Yeah, and it goes the way of Geffen Primo.
Nice, Rosari.
Yeah, she was brave enough to stick in there and trust herself. She's not as physically powerful as Schopp, I don't think, but she got herself into a good position. She managed just to drop the hips that little bit and unsettle Evelyn Schopp and bring her down onto her side for Rosari's score.
Yeah, and I think in this case you could use her height also a little bit against Schopp, just being a little bit taller, I think. And Clever now working in the waza. And now it's Schopp that has to start going. And you could just see she was in a good position, so that's why she kept driving on. But in the beginning, it could have gone either way.
That's right. Yeah. There's kind of a few words to say, which is perfectly at liberty to do whilst the mate has been called. Schopp will have been getting a few words from Wismar, who's in the chair for her. We're back underway now, with less than a minute to go.
Yeah, now it's going to be so much harder for Schopp to get that back.
That mat is going to seem huge for Evelyn Schopp. She's going to wonder how on earth it got that big, because she can't catch up with Primo.
Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, Primo, she can burn another Judo there, but she has to watch out not to be too defensive. I don't think it's necessary to do that. This is really pure tactical fighting we're seeing here. She's controlling the arms. She's going to get another Judo probably for blocking the arms.
Oh,
that was really close.
So you can smile now.
Yeah.
Even gives Evelyn Schopp a hand up. So, Geffen Primo of Israel it is, who takes the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 52 kilo category.
Yeah, and it's a Grand Slam medal for Geffen Primo. It's a really good thing for somebody that young. Getting medals on this level already. I think she could have even controlled her on the waza. Because Schopp was completely on her back here.
Right, we've got a second bronze medal contest coming up next. Two Brazilians are going to go head-to-head here. Larissa Pimenta in the white judogi faces teammate Eloides Valentim. The referee in the middle for this one is Artur Fando of Belarus. It'll be Pimenta in the white judogi, Valentin in blue. Esther.
Yeah, we don't have head-to-heads from them, but as we know, both from Brazil, they probably fought each other before and they will know each other. So I wouldn't have an opinion in who is going to take this one. I really don't know. On paper, I think Pimenta looks like the stronger one.
There is another Brazilian fighter that heads both of these, Jessica Pereira, not around at the moment, but Pimenta Valentim, and then lurking in the background somewhere with an unknown, destination unknown, Sarah Menezes. You know, is it going to be 48? Is it going to be 52? Last time out, it was 52.
Pan American Championships.
It has been for 7-8 months now, I suppose. So I guess we're seeing the back of any thoughts of competing at 48 for Menezes. But she now comes into a weight category, the 52 kilo category, where you've got these two and a third.
And it might be that after Erika Miranda retired that she chose, okay, I'm going to be in the 52 now for sure. Doesn't mean she's going to be on top.
Yeah, and these two and Jessica Pereira gave us something to think about.
Yeah, and I think even Pimenta, she's on her way up. You know, there's some more people that's just rising. And yeah, I'm really curious who's going to be the top one for Brazil in the 52 kilo category. And I wouldn't be surprised if Menezes can put something in the mix there.
Yeah, at the right time. She still has a little while to go. Two penalties picked up by Valentim, one by Pimenta, and we've got just, well, about half the contest still to come.
Oh, so the attempt, just desperately trying to lift Valentin, not succeeding in the end. Yeah, Pimenta is looking a little bit stronger in this contest. Not so much difference, but just enough to make the difference in Judos. This time it's Valentin who comes up with a soda. Not a bad one. These are also not the contests you want to do as an athlete, you know. You just don't want to meet your teammates in the bronze medal matches or even in the final.
Minute left to go then. Still the penalty is the only thing on the board. We're waiting for the first score. Pimenta's going to get a chance to work on the ground, but not much, as Valentin just gets out of that situation and the referee calls mate.
Yeah, and you can see here with the reaction also that they know each other, you know, they know what's coming. And, Let's see who can find a little space first for that attack. Nice thinking of Valentin to first threaten a little bit to the right side and then go in for left attack. Yeah, she's just been a little bit more active in the last minute. That's why Pimenta's picking up her second Judo. Ooh, that was in for it. I think that was a really good attack from Pimenta, but Valentin had a better posture in the end. So almost countered.
Yeah, it's making for a very difficult contest because, as Esther Stam was saying, the pair of them know each other really well. You can see that from the inability of either of the fighters to find an opening, find a way past the defense of their opponent. They've both been blocked out.
Good turn there.
Just the right leg trapped quite deeply as well.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that's getting close to coming out.
Yeah.
Well, it was a nice move of Pimenta. And even these moves, although they're not because in Newaza they're not a score, it's they can be important in the contest.
I think that might be a score there. Yeah. Just managing to bring Valentin down onto her side there. Pimenta it is. Who's going to take this one?
Yeah, and another important point for her. She's really moving up in the world ranking. So she will get some more places and get closer to Pereira, to the third Brazilian.
Yeah, Pimenta is the dangerous one, I think, for the future.
I think so too. She's the one on form. Just take a look, and she won the Pan American Championships, which is important, and also she has some other medals already this year.
We come now to the final of the under 52 kilo category. Amandine Bouchard of France faces Shishimi Ai of Japan. It'll be Bouchard in the white judogi, Shishimi in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Ioana Babiuk of Romania.
Yeah, this is a good test for Bouchard. She is I think always really constant. She's beating most of the times. If she's numbers 1 seed, she will make it through to the final, which is a really big quality. But then she's many times stopped by the Japanese, for example. So a good test for her. Yeah, let's see how this one will turn out. That was a hard ashiwaza. And Bouchard coming in quite aggressively. And let's see if she can bring Bouchard into problems in Newaza. Not yet.
C'est bien sur les manches, voilà première.
And I think this is normally what Bouchard is really good at in trying to get a Wazari in the beginning and then defending that, but that's just not working for her at Tsushima. So that's changing the whole contest already. So you can see that happening like 9 of the 10 contests from Bouchard. So not happening now. And Shishima is just a little bit too clever for those adjusted katakurumas from Bouchard. And I'm also curious, the longer the contest continues, I think the more chances Shishimi has on Newaza on scoring.
After contest still to come. No score yet between Bouchard and Shishimi, and we remain penalty-free as well. A reasonable tempo that both players have adopted and just managing to keep up the rate of attacks.
And again, in this time, Bouchard cannot really come close enough to Shishime to be really dangerous with her techniques. But then again, Shishime can also not be too dangerous yet. Ooh. Is that enough for a score?
So, minute 21 left to go. Bouchard and Shishimi. Shishimi, after that landing, looked as though she was in some degree of discomfort. I'm not sure what it is. If it's a knee, then you're not going to recover quickly from that.
No, she cannot stand on it, unfortunately. So that's really unfortunate in this final.
No, Shishimi can't manage. And now Bouchard is going to give her a hand up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really unfortunate end, but nice from Bouchard to help her opponent off the mat. I think that might be it's locked or something, so it could be a meniscus or it's just unfortunate.
And now for Kumi, the coach is going to carry her off on her back. Oh, no, you never want to see that, but just after the landing.
Yeah, it just happened after the landing.
Yeah. This is so important for Shishimi as well, you know. Take the Grand Slam gold, but she can't stand up.
No, if you can't stand, you cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's connected to high-level sports, you know. This can happen, and it's really unfortunate, as you said, because with Abe in this category and the World Championships in Tokyo coming up, it's a really unfortunate moment as well. So let's hope it's not too bad and she can recover soon.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 60 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the International Judo Federation Education and Coaching Director, Mr. Mohamed Marija. The first of the bronze medals goes to Dashtava Amatufshin of Mongolia. There's a bronze medal also for Yago Abuladze of Russia. Silver medal goes to Timur Nozadze of Georgia. The gold medal goes to Felipe Kitadai of Brazil.
Yeah, it was just a great day for Kitadai, and what a way to finish your day with a technique like this.
Yeah, 2 scores for the Brazilian in that final. 2 good scores.
Really good scores. Second one could even be a Nippon.
I think they gave a Nippon for the second. You're quite right. Yeah. And now the national anthem of Brazil.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with VIPs and judoka.
Dashtava and Abuladze were the bronze medal winners. Nozadze took the silver. It was Kitadai to walk away with the gold medal. Coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 66 kilo category. Ibrahim Aliyev of Azerbaijan will be up against Yondan Perenli Bashku of Mongolia. It'll be Aliyev in the white judogi, Yondan Perenli in blue. The referee in the middle for this one will be Olivier De Roses. Here's Esther.
Yeah, so I think the next 15 or 20 minutes or so will tell us if we have a Azeri party or not. Because they can have 2 medals or 1. And it's really depending on the color, I think.
Yeah, here's their first shot at it. Ibrahim Aliyev. Down to him. For me, he's been a little bit defensive.
Yeah, you told me that before.
Yeah, in some of his outlook. And Yondan Perenli is quite the opposite, you know.
Yes. But that could also be a danger for Yondan Perenli
because he's too open.
Yes.
Yeah.
But let's see what's going to happen.
Depends how Yondan Perenli deals with this little sit-down Kataguruma type attack that Aliyev has. If he blocks it once or twice, then Aliyev is going to have to look for something else because he'll pick up the penalty for a false attack. It's obviously something that he's happy with, knocking over a few of the people in the national team, but this is a couple of steps up there.
It's a little
Grand
bit different.
Slam, you know.
And you can see immediately he's going for it.
Well, this is probably how he got here. It got him this far.
Yeah.
And now, for me, he's going to get found out because once the fighters in the weight category know what he's got, they'll feel the grip from which that comes from, and he's not going to overpower them.
No, this is the problem. In the beginning, you can be surprised, even the first few tournaments,
Yep.
if you have all the opponents for the first time, that as soon as you meet them second, third time, you really have to have class to beat them.
First minute out of the way, nothing from either of the fighters, although Aliyev has shaped for a couple of attacks. Yondan Perenli yet to get underway.
Ooh, he was struggling there, Aliyev.
And this is the thing, Yondan Perenli now knows what that's like, and if he doesn't get out of the way, if Aliyev doesn't end the Tachiwaza phase of it, Yondan Perenli is going to throw him, as we saw earlier on.
The only thing what I think about is that he has such a big advantage here to fight for his home crowd. And all the cheering is for him, so he must get some energy and adrenaline out of that. So because of that, he might find some spirit and come up with something different than this.
Well, Yondan Perenli hasn't done a great deal, so the likelihood is that he'll pick up a penalty for passivity. He gets away with it on that occasion, but
yeah, he needs to start doing something quickly. The thing is, as soon as Aliyev puts in one false attack or bad attack, he immediately gets the Judo. And it's putting Yondan Perenli a little bit in the background. You don't notice so much that he's not attacking so much.
that was a better effort on the left side. But then he comes back again with that little sit-down Kataguruma. We're talking about Yondan Perenli picking up the passivity penalty, and there it is.
And that was a better attack. You could see here who was preparing the attack. First he was on the leg of Yondan Perenli, and then after going for his attack. So he's doing really well. The thing is, I'm afraid that if Yondan Perella gets his grip and gets some more time to build up an attack, he's going to come in and straight away be really dangerous.
He was in trouble here.
Why do you do that?
Yeah, the coaches, don't do that.
No.
So what could I do? He was all over me. Lucky not to get
Yeah, really lucky there.
false attack there. And for taking a drop into the last minute. Single Shido against the Mongolian player.
What happens here now? Yeah, that would be really unfortunate if he would pick up an injury here. And you don't see that happen so much in the final block. People picking up injuries. It's just
yeah.
unlucky day then. But I'm figuring that they're going to continue.
Well, it may be that there's the suspicion of a Wakigatami here. Yep. Yep. Oh, I don't know. I've seen a few on I've seen a few that Neymar did that ranked with that.
Mm-hmm. It's a tough decision, this one, I think.
Well, what will happen now is that the refereeing commission will determine whether Yondan Perenli put pressure on the elbow joint whilst attempting to throw or to execute a standing arm lock, and we don't allow that standing up. Must be
for sure that was not his intention, that you could tell.
Yeah.
He was just trying to grip.
Well, the crowd believed that they
He's just going to get a Shido.
heard something, and it was a Shido 4. I didn't see the signal. So Aliyev may just have...
Ooh, that was completely wrong moment.
Yeah, he may just have stirred up the hornet's nest there. And then Yondan Perenli just jumped Aliyev on his back.
Nothing going on here. It just it was a good hip one in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, they're okay with it. Commission has seen it. They've had a look.
So it's Yondan Perenli who's going to take the bronze here.
Yeah, slightly untidy end to the contest, but I think they made the right decision there. I don't feel that Yondan Perenli was guilty of applying Wakigatami.
No, me neither.
And they didn't call it. And then at the end, when...
This look, it was a completely wrong moment.
Yeah.
It was standing still, it was not putting a... It's just going backwards also, not to the side. I think he was just too eager or hasty with this move.
He gets countered, taken back, he gets put on his back. It's not the prettiest of endings.
Not at all.
I know, but...
Does the job.
Yeah. That will have to do. Yeah, that's a much better look at it. Can't argue with that. Yondan Perenli-Bashku takes the contest. Right, coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 66 kilo category. Bogdan Yadav of Ukraine faces Mukridin Tilolov of Uzbekistan. It's Yadov in the white judogi, Tilolov in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Hyun Suk-hee of the Republic of Korea.
Yeah, so Tilolov is ranked 156 in the world ranking. So for sure he must be happy with his result already, being here for the bronze medal contest. But you know, with these nations that they can do judo, and sometimes they come out of nowhere. You see that in the 57. You will see that with one of the competitors for China, and they're just there. So all of a sudden, and they look experienced already. They look like they've been out there. And it might be a possibility that it just comes from the national competition, because it's in Uzbekistan, judo is quite big. Tilolov immediately going for it, straight in with an attack. Nice, and a nice way to escape that one, Tilolov, just turning exactly in the right direction.
Showed some of his acrobatic skills there. Maybe some of his junior gymnastic classes when he was a little boy are paying off now.
Yeah, some countries really train for that, and I think it's wise to do.
A little bit too far away, Tilolov, with that effort. Thought about the Ojigari really low down. Would have been difficult to execute it from that position, but I've seen it done before.
Just in a little bit too quickly here again. But it also might be a good way to test the reaction of your opponent. This was definitely not for testing. Tilolov really went for it.
Some of the Azeri coaching staff, they're waiting for the upcoming contest. They'll be able to, well, they'll definitely take a medal because their man is in the final, but what colour the medal will be, we'll see.
Yeah, it will make it that much more beautiful. Will be able to win this competition. Ooh, this was just
too far, wasn't it?
Way too far away. Good thing for Yadav holding that osaikami.
Too big a stretch.
Yeah, it was just too far away, and you can see probably in the replay that the body of Yadav is bending forward completely. And then you're just going against the wall if you're going to try to do that.
Disappointment for Mukridin Tilolov.
You know, this is what I don't like so much. Because
he had the osaikami there.
Yeah, he really had the osaikami. For sure that would have been a 10-second osaikami. And now the contest is all open again. So as a judoka, I would always keep that osaikami until they really tell you to stop.
Almost caught him again there.
So Tilovov is still alive in this contest. Yeah, Tilovov just went a little bit too much on his side for the ippon. And I think still Yadav is trying to take this contest with a score.
Into the last minute then. Still Yadav leading by a single score. Here comes Tilovov again.
Yeah. He's putting in some good movements also, and I think it's gonna stay dangerous until the end. Although if you look at it correctly, Yadav was in control most of the time. He put in the better attacks. But he can never lose his focus now with the 30 seconds left on the clock, because Tilalov is going to try to do anything to get that score back.
I think he'd like to hook in really closely, just one more time. Give that a go. Yadav picks up a single penalty there.
Well, he can have another. That was a smart thing to do.
Wasted a bit more time. Backing off here. Here comes Tilalov one more time, but that'll be it now. Insufficient time left on the clock with 3 seconds to do anything from there. Tilalov picks up a penalty. He couldn't get hold of him, could he?
No. Oh, that's even gonna be a Shido maybe or not? No. They're gonna let it go.
Let it go now. Yeah.
But he did for me, he was impressive today. You know, he had a really good performance. I know ending up with a 5th place is really disappointing always. That doesn't matter where you come from. But I think if he looks back a little bit later on, he can be happy coming this far from the world ranking.
Yeah. Okay, so it is Bogdan Yadav, who, if I'm not mistaken, was our first contest this morning.
Could have been.
Could have been. Could very well have been. It was in the under 66 kilo category,
wasn't it?
Was
against Manuel Scheibel.
There you go. So we're almost...
Good memory you have.
Back to the cycle is almost complete. We've got 4 more contests to go. Two of which are finals. We're slightly spoilt here, Esther, with the remaining contests, I think.
We are. I'm looking forward to them. And the crowd is gonna like this one. That was, for me, that was a really good throw. As you can see here how he came in. You can see already in the legs that it's he shouldn't have done that.
Well, we come now to the final of the under 66 kilo category. Denis Vieru of Moldova goes up against Nejat Shikalizada of Azerbaijan. It'll be Vieru in the white judogi, Shikalizada in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Veli-Matti Karinkanta of Finland.
Yeah, what about that? You can already hear the crowd. They're really on their feet. But it's not going to be easy. Although Shikalizada beat Vieru twice before. I think including not lesser European Championships, but the one before. But if you look at the record from Vieru, and also especially for this year, it's not going to be an easy contest.
Well, both fighters have been tested today.
Yes.
I think you picked out this weight category as the one to watch this morning, and so it turned out to be.
Yeah, I think for these two being in this final, if you look at the entry list today, there was so much good quality there. You have the two Israeli, you have you have the Olympic champion in 60, but still, and you have so much quality in here. So to come out on top is already a big achievement. And I think Shikalizada really just wants to throw big, as quick as possible, I think.
Coach is ready to jump out of his seat there. He looks poised, doesn't he?
So wait a little bit longer for that. What a thing that will be for Vieru, winning his second Grand Slam gold medal this year. So 1 minute into this contest, and they're really still trying to work on that on their kumikata. And this is the thing what makes Vieira also so difficult to fight, because he's so tall. He's going to use his arms to keep Shikalizada at distance, and that's one thing Shikalizada doesn't want.
Shikalizada with plenty of experience.
Oh,
But it's not going to do anything here. Just absolutely
incredible.
Overpowered him, didn't he?
I think this he is just incredible what he's showing this year in the competitions. And also for Moldova, he's just showing the flag. It's really good for their judo.
Absolutely buried Shikalizada there. It's the kind of thing that Shikalizada used to do to people himself years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And this time he was on the receiving end.
And I want to see the replay of that. That for sure, that's the highlight, one of the highlights of the day. And he looks untouched. Looks like he didn't even fight a final here. Wow. Completely over.
Yeah.
And you can see with a little bit of twist in the other direction just to get him moving. You can see he's making a reaction. I'm not sure if you can see it the whole way.
That first little movement.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's really little, but it's just enough to get Shikalizada moving in the wrong direction. And here's just making use of completely of the movement of Shikalizada. I don't even think it was costing so much power. There's great technical skills of Denis Vieru.
Super finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 52 kilo category. first of the bronze medals goes to Larissa Pimenta of Brazil. There's a bronze medal also for Geffen Primo of Israel. Shashimi Ai, the silver medalist, is unable to attend due to an injury, and the gold medal goes to Amandine Bouchard of France. Now the national anthem of France.
Thank you very much. Now,
Well, as I said earlier on, we're only going to have the 3 medalists up there. Silver medalist Shashimi Ai still receiving treatment on an injured knee and not able to attend the awarding ceremony.
Yeah, we're going to find out later if that injury is... hopefully it's just a minor injury and she will be back on her feet soon. And it must be really disappointing for Japan, coming in with 3 top favorites and then 48 losing out and 52 also ending in a really minor. And now 57 can still happen for them. I hope they will save the day. But that again is going to be such a tough contest with the Olympic champion. But that's later.
Coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 57 kilo category. Tian Hongqie of China faces Karakash Hedvig of Hungary. It's Tian in the white judogi, Karakash in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Lubomir Peter of Australia.
Yeah, really, this one is Tian is coming out of nowhere, and she has 2 competitions in the IGF World Tour, I think, but just doesn't have any experience in. And then today she's standing against top people and doing really well. And for sure, she's gonna make it difficult for Karakas. The only thing what can happen is that Karakas, because she's so good in Wasa, she can catch her early. Oh, she was around in some others or not? Oh, it's exactly a 3rd competition.
Yeah, Paris Grand Slam, losing out in round 2 to Helene Rossova, the Grand Prix in Antalya. Mind you, that Paris Grand Slam was a couple of years ago, so yeah. Since then she's been off the circuit. Back on a month ago at the Grand Prix in Antalya.
No, and I think I checked that she was around 24 years old. So it's not that she's a super young junior or something and that we don't know her yet. So she does have the trainings in, but we just didn't see her in competition. You're working in the waza. And I think Tian is in some trouble here.
Gatami being attempted here.
I don't think she has enough leverage on the arm here, but you never know. No. Just she needed to be over the elbow, and I don't think she was there.
Something for Tian to think about.
Yeah, she knows this is going to come during the whole contest. And also physically, of course, Caracas is one of the stronger ones, I think, in the 57 kilo category. And here you can see that. And again, controlling in Newaza.
Interesting prospect, Tian Hongjie, if she can gather over the next 18 months, I suppose, the kind of experience that she appears to be missing out on. She can obviously compete, but certain things are going to have to be tightened up.
But she is not easy to defeat. You could see that all day already, and also here Caracas is having trouble to beat Tian. The thing is, that's what you said. This is the last competition in the that's counting for 50%. After this, it's already 100%. So she has 1 year to qualify for Olympics. Let's see if she can do something there. And you have no idea if this is just a one-off result or if really something is there. But for sure, she's doing a good job in qualifying, for example, for the next World Championships. I'm not sure what is the qualifying process in China. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't actually. I assume that in the short term, it is the same for everyone. You first of all have to qualify. The difficulty will be when you have more than one qualified athlete.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes to the federation, they decide. Sometimes the federation have already made a statement that says whomsoever is the higher of the two qualified athletes will go, or sometimes it goes to the National Olympic Committee and a case has to be presented by the National Federation to the NOC to decide who will go. Because and it is a Wacky Gatami this time against Tian. She doesn't understand why she bows, but she's not quite sure.
Well, Caracas doesn't care in this case so much. She just does the job, and she has this bronze medal and important points for her for the world ranking.
We'll see on the replay. She's happy with the result. She's not thinking about whether it's Wacky Gatami or not.
No.
And Tian, it just goes to show the little inexperience that we're talking about.
I think this is exactly why she lost this contest.
She's definitely not someone who hasn't been around for a while. Oh yeah.
I also don't think that was intentional, but just inexperience.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. She even puts her hand there to say, oh, sorry. So she kind of knew that she'd done something wrong. Anyway, luckily no harm done to Caracas. Right, we come now to the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 57 kilo category. Hélène Rossovot of France faces Theresa Stoll of Germany. It'll be Rossovot in the white judogi, Stoll in blue. Referee in the middle for this one is Kostani Balos of Hungary.
Yeah, Rossovot is such a strong athlete with a really good ouchigari, an upright athlete. But I think it's Stoll that has to just a little bit more stamina at the moment, and she's really fit and in just coming up. And I think Rossovot before last Olympics she had a really good period. After that she went down a bit, but she's all the time around with for the medals, showing if she in fact is a really good athlete.
Seeded in the top 8. She lost out in the quarterfinal to Rafaela Silva of Brazil. That put her in the repechage contest against Dortsurin Sumia of Mongolia, and she won that to set up this contest with Theresa Stoll.
And not so much happening, just completely blocking each other. And it's only Stoll that's picking up Bushido. So she was the one that was blocking Rossovot. You can see with her left hand, Rossovot is all the time trying to get that lapel to get also the reach to come over on top with the right hand and to come in for that ouchigari. So although she has a left stand in the beginning, she's a right. She will go for right attacks, and it is really unfortunate for Stoll, but it's also just poor tactics here. Already having 2 shidos after with a little bit more than 1 minute into this contest. That's really not where you want to be.
Yes, Rossovot can afford here to stall and frustrate Stoll to close down what she can do, and if both of them are doing nothing, then Stoll is going to lose out.
Yeah, and this is for me, it is a contest like that. I would not be surprised at all if that would happen during the next 2 minutes and a half.
Yeah. Stoll has kind of fallen into this trap.
Yeah, she's really struggling with the grips of Rossovot.
Yeah.
But Stoll should just keep really focused and make sure she doesn't make a mistake again, because also Rossovot is risking getting a shido sometimes.
He just needs to put in a couple of attacks, does Rossovot here.
And the thing is, not so much is happening now.
Yeah, and Stoll again falling into the trap of not attacking. She's the one who's got the job to do here. Rossovot is perfectly happy if neither of them attack.
Exactly.
And they both get penalized.
Yeah, and she's so experienced that she knows how to do that, and she's playing the game really well. And that you can just not do at this moment.
That was a big risk there.
But I do think the longer this contest will go on, it's going to be in the benefit of Stoll.
Stoll has to attack here.
Yeah, she really does.
Because with both of them being passive,
And you can see that Reservoir is just waiting. She's really happy with that.
Yeah.
It's already almost a minute that they're standing like this. So the referee is giving them plenty of time to come up with an attack, but they just
no
don't.
choice. Got no choice. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't do anything, unfortunately.
No. Just good tactics from Reservoir and actually poor tactics from Stoll. But in to be saying for Reservoir, she was having a really strong grip there. So it is not easy to come out of that. But I think what Stoll should have done is just trying to get out of that grip, not staying under the control of Reservoir.
Well, you know, we spoke about that happening. The reason it happened is Reservoir had decided this was my best tactic here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get ahead, you know, let her get ahead one Shido and make sure I stay behind her as far as the Shidos are concerned. And I'm just going to close down everything that she wants to do. And as long as we both get Shidos, I'm fine with that. And that's exactly what happened. A most unattractive contest, I'm afraid. Tactically, really well played by Helene Reservoir.
Exactly.
But poor tactics from Teresa Stoll. We come now to the final of the under 57 kilo category. Yoshida Tsukasa of Japan faces Rafaela Silva of Brazil. It'll be Yoshida in the white judogi, Silva in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Johan Ramekes of the Netherlands.
Yeah, it's a good contest, and it's the cards are in the favor of Yoshida Tsukasa, beating Silva 4 times before.
Wow.
Yeah, that's big numbers. But I must say that Yoshida didn't look at her best today.
Not in any of the fights.
No.
No, you're quite right.
The thing is, she was still finishing with really good throws and really good techniques. So you know it's in there always. And Silva, for me, it's impressive to see because she's competing a lot this year. I've seen her in many competitions, and she's almost always fighting for the medals. And I think maybe that's what she needs. Some people need a lot of competition, otherwise need to pace themselves a little bit. But in the case of Silva, apparently she likes to compete a lot.
The current Olympic champion going up against the current world champion. A red back patch and a gold back patch. If those of you who watch regularly know what that means. Gold for the Olympic champion and red for the current world champion. Rafaela Silva has herself previously been a world champion. I wonder what colour they'd have given for the world and Olympic champion.
Gold one.
Red and gold
Yeah.
at the same time. Gold with red spots on.
Gold with red letters, you mean?
I think we've got enough colours, yeah?
Some Japanese cheering going on.
Yes, a small group of Japanese up behind our commentary position. They have a special way of cheering. It looks like a cheering section from Komatsu. They're always in those yellow bibs, aren't they? I think the green and white are Sumitomo. The yellow ones are Komatsu.
Yeah, but it's the cheering is necessary for Japan today. I think they were all the favorites today, but it's only Yoshida left who can pick up the gold medal. Both judoka picking up Bushido. You can tell that they know each other, so for sure they didn't only compete in four times in a competition, but for sure they also train together.
Silva trying to exert her authority here.
Exactly, she's doing this purely physically.
Yoshida has got you know, she's physically well built. She's got a very strong upper body, but she's short and squat, and Silva may have the advantage as far as the long limbs are concerned, and the different style that brings to the party.
And again, in this contest, I don't think Yoshida is as dominating and as strong as we've seen her in other competitions. So I'm curious how that will turn out in this contest, if she can find that attack from the previous matches, because you know she has an incredible technique. In Newaza, same thing, but she just doesn't look too sharp.
She threw well with Harai Goshi earlier on, didn't she? It's usually the Uchimata that we see from Yoshida, but she threw in Harai Goshi earlier on. Just got slightly tied up there, did Yoshida, when she got a little bit too close to Silva. She goes again.
Yeah. This is a really dangerous position for Yoshida. Look at the top half. Silva's completely controlling that, but she's just waiting a little bit too long. I think.
Oh,
and now she's in trouble.
She execute the turnover from there, I wonder.
This must be too frustrating. Yeah, but it's just, I don't think she's in a good
lost it.
position.
Still had a go though.
Yeah, still 1 minute left on the clock. And it's been a good final.
There you go, yeah. Shout out to the Komatsu supporters there, all 4 of them.
Yeah.
making a huge sound for such a small group, and now Silva picks up a second penalty. We've got a minute left to go.
For me, that's a bit unfortunate, because she's doing really well in this contest. Sometimes for me it doesn't say
who's the more dangerous.
No, for me Silva was the more dangerous in this contest. But I think she, for example, in the last grip, she had such a strong grip on the top half, and she didn't do anything with it.
That's right. She was the one who.
And that's such a shame.
She almost ended up getting caught. You're right. Strong grip, one thing, but you have to do something with it.
So second Judo for Yoshida here now.
Well, it's not the first time that we've seen that today.
No.
And going into golden score with 2 Shidos apiece. Happened in an earlier contest. You're right, though. She hasn't looked the same. And gets caught. And Silva's not even looking. She's not even looking to see the referee. She knew it was a score. She knew she'd caught Yoshida.
And to be honest, I'm not surprised at all that this happens today with Yoshida. And it's unhappy for her, unfortunate, but I think Rafaela Silva was tactically perfect in this contest. She was really controlling. She was so much stronger, she looked, than Yoshida. And just Yoshida didn't look like herself all day today.
Yeah, it was almost like it was a very physical battle, wasn't it, for me?
Yeah, and that's what Silva has to do.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think we spoke about it since the first contest of Yoshida already, that she doesn't look so sharp today. So you never know what's going on. Maybe she's just not in her best shape. Maybe she's a little bit sick. Maybe there can be a million reasons. Or she just doesn't have a good day. And Silva does have a really good day. She's beating Yoshida today. She beat Caracas, Receveux, and Perisic. So she had a really, really good day.
Is that the first time that she's beaten Yoshida?
Yes, it is.
4-1 now then.
As far as we know in the IGF World Tour, you don't know about any smaller competitions, but probably it is. So it's also mentally, it's a really important win for Silva.
Yeah, Yoshida gets herself into a bad position here. In fact, there were a couple of times when she just got that little bit too close to Silva, and it was the closeness that gave me the impression that Silva could physically, you know, overpower her. And here it's just sheer strength that brings her down.
Yeah, this purely strength. It has nothing to do with
technique,
the good technique.
Yeah. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 66 kilo category. And the medals are being presented by the International Judo Federation head sport director, Mr. Vladimir Bata. The first of the bronze medals goes to Bogdan Yadav of Ukraine. There's a bronze medal also for Yondan Perenli Bashku of Mongolia. Silver medal goes to Nijat Shikalizada of Azerbaijan. But the gold medal goes to Denis Vieru of Moldova. Second Grand Slam gold medal of the year. Won Paris and now here in Baku.
And it's not only that he won it, the way he won it. Look at that.
Oh, it was thumping, that was.
You can just see it from this image with this little movement from his leg. It's really nice to see.
And a lone supporter, poor fella up there on his own. And now the national anthem of Moldova.
Thank you very much.
Yadov and Yondan Perenli were the bronze medal winners. A silver went to Shikalizada, but it was Vieru who picked up the gold medal. Now we've got one more awarding ceremony to bring you, but before we do that, we've got a highlights package. So stay with us. Let me show you those highlights, and then we'll be back with the last of the awarding ceremonies.
Yeah, there was some really good attacks in his final block.
Evet dostlar, yarışlarımız sabah saat 11'den itibaren başlayacak. İlk ise son iki vatandaşlar arasında geçiş.
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 57 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the International Judo Federation head refereeing director, Mr. Jan Schneider. The first of the bronze medals goes to Hélène Recevaux of France. There's a bronze medal also for Karakash Hedvig of Hungary. The silver medal goes to Yoshida Tsukasa of Japan. The gold medal goes to Rafaela Silva of Brazil, and there's a polite applause from the silver medal winner, Yoshida Tsukasa.
Yeah, she's just been beaten in a fair and square way. So.
Yep.
If you look at the score also. Also, you can see the top half of the body of Silva completely going down. She's in so far, so it's just a good movement from Silva as well.
Yeah.
No, it's not only power.
Yeah, she loved that one. Party time. And now the national anthem of Brazil.
Thank you very much. Now,
Time for a picture with the VIPs. The bronze medalists were Resovo and Karakash. Yoshida took the silver. It was silver to take the gold. And it was Brazil who topped the medal table on the end of day one. 2 gold medals they picked up. Spain, France and Moldova had a gold medal each. It's been an absolute pleasure sitting alongside Esther Stam. Esther and myself will be back tomorrow when we bring you more action and all the medals from day 2 of competition at the Baku Grand Slam. But from Esther and myself, it's goodbye for now.
Yeah, goodbye and thank you for watching.
dear friends, this is the end of the first day of